over here we have original croquettes that they would teach us how to play, teach students how to play croquet. So these are the original wooden croquet sticks and the original wooden balls.
Wow.
And this is the original case that the balls were in.
That is so cool. I remember.
And they have the original strings. Some of them had the strings on them. I have no idea what the strings were. So, we left them there because we figured it was part of when it's completed, we'll have a section for veterans, because a lot of veterans that went to school here, a lot of students that went to school here became veterans. So
right.
That would be our veterans school. And so here we have Sailor and Army, Eugene's in the Army, and Russell Simmons was in the Navy.
But we had many more, the Sarge Harrises and the Simmons and the Coles all went to service from here.
Okay.
And we're talking about 1941 and 42.
Oh, okay. Wow.
Over here you see the Buttonwood Tigers. We have several pictures of them as different years. They was a baseball team that originated here in the community of Buttonwood, because right over here in this field was the baseball field. And over here, later generations, around 1950 or later, was the Buttonwood Cubs, and it was Sarge Harris was the coach that used to be on one of these teams, and we have other coaches too also.
You know what? When I was a young man growing up in Newcastle, I actually lived in Rose Hill. And I'm looking at this baseball picture here, and those uniforms. I have a baseball picture from when I played, and we had those same uniforms, that same hat, and our colors were blue and white. And I think that perhaps my baseball team may have been this same baseball team here, because we were actually the Rose Hill Cubs.
They were grouped together.
Yeah.
Sarge Harris fell on the left.
Yeah.
And the uniform was
blue and white. I played for the Rose.
I have the tops, but I didn't have it.
I played for the Rose Hill Cubs.
Okay.
You remember Sarge Harris then, I would think.
He
was a manager.
It was Mr. Leon Boyd by the time I came around that was managing the Rose Hill Cubs. Wow. Oh, I just got chill bumps.
Here's another graduation program that I was telling you about. This was done in 1928, and he called, this is not a graduation program. This is just an exercise study, the closing exercise for the school, and he called it, Mr. Colburn called it his operettas, so you could see what kind of type of music that this man loved.
Right. Because
he would have kids singing, and we would dance, and we would do all of the arts.
Right.
So it was a lot of fun.
You know, I'm looking at this. This is such a pleasant place to come in and spend an afternoon. Do you give tours on a regular basis of the Buttonwood School, or?
Yes, we're just starting to. This is the purpose of us getting out there, so we can let people know that now that the school is completed, we're ready for tours and we're ready for programs and different things like that.
Okay, because I'm not sure if you said that already. If you did, I was just staring out there.
I don't think that we didn't say that.
And can I also just say, you know, looking at the presentation of the history in this place, I just wanted to give some props to somebody. In the upper room, let me tell you, we love to give props. So I want to give props to you, sir, and I want to give props to you, ma'am. And my great friend Anthony Carter, he actually scanned all of these images that we see that are blown up, and Anthony is working our camera today. So if you see this presentation, just remember Carter's family photo. All right, they'll put you in that picture. But go ahead. Yes, he sure did.
Great job. This is Leona Pinkett, and her name is Leona Black, and all of her children went to school here. and she just passed away a couple of years ago.
She went to
I'm
school.
sorry to hear that.
She went to school here, and these are all her children.
Wow.
And they became, Warren is a school teacher.
Bernie.
That's Bernard. Everybody knows Bernard.
Yeah.
Jerome is a school teacher, and Tyrone he's deceased. These names are switched, but that's fine. This is Gilbert that we were telling you about, that retired from General Motors.
Right.
This is Barbara Hicks.
Okay.
She graduated from here also.
Amazing.
And so we were really proud of these two pictures, because over here you also see a picture of Mrs. Tessabel Twyman, and all of her children went to school here.
Okay.
And this is Mrs. Twyman, and all her brothers and sisters went to school here.
Okay.
And these are her children. I think 3 of them on here are deceased, but the rest of them are still living.
That's
and so
so amazing.
we're really happy about these. In the cabinet, we keep a bell.
Yes.
And this is the original bell. Was given back to us when they found that we were redoing the school. The custodian that used to clean the school had the bell, and he returned it back
Okay.
to us. So we're really happy about it. And when we were doing renovations, we found little parts of a pencil sharpener and erasers and chalk and different things like that.
All right. So that's basically the whole layout for the school portion of the
Yes, but over here in the corner when we were talking about earlier.
Oh yeah.
It's a piece of the piano
Oh.
that we saved and had it mounted on the wall, because that was the only thing that we could really save.
Oh,
so
wow.
we had a piece of that put
That's
on.
a great presentation, I'll tell you. I was trying to see if we got to make sure we capture that, because that is so interesting, and I'm sure that played a very important part.
It's still some tune in it.
It's
Still some tune in
still
it.
got some tone?
He likes to go over and pluck it.
I like the pluck.
Come on, Mr. Petty, go and get something for us.
Sounds like a harp.
I just like to pick
That's
on.
beautiful.
I like to pick on.
Yeah.
But it fell apart because there was a big hole in the roof. But I said, no, let's save this.
Yeah.
We couldn't save anything else, but we saved this part of it and put it on board.
That was-
Because Mr. Coleman played so much on this.
Did he?
And we had to know the songs by heart. You had to write them out, and then you had to understand what they meant and put them on your paper. It was good.
Sounds like there was just so much to be learned, and you guys or the teachers were able to motivate the students and discipline them and make them want to learn and want to produce. And look at the results. I mean, you showed us the Pinkett family and the Twyman family and others. You know, where and there seems to be a connection between those who attended this school.
It was a close community.
Yeah, and those who went on to do great things. Well,
And that's what makes it so exciting, because they went on to do great things, and it all started from the roots of here, and from the generosity of P.R.S. DuPont, who donated his money.
If it hadn't been for Teal, we wouldn't have had this building. The city wanted to tear it down. Trustees wanted to tear this building down, and she says, no, we want to save that building. This is where we went to school. We spent 8 hours a day in the school, and a little better, every day. So we wanted to preserve this, and she wouldn't let them even attempt to put something new in here. You had to put something old. It had to be old.
right.
So she just worked diligently until she got this done.
That's a great job, too. That's a great job, Mrs. Petty. Do you have anything else that you'd like us to view today?
I think that's it, and I really want to thank you. We really appreciate you.
Oh, Mrs. Petty, it's a privilege and an honor, and Mr. Petty as well.
Thank you.
And